My brothers and sisters, you are now watching the Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need. And I hope you enjoy the video.
Alright, you guys, now that the festivities of E3 are completely over, I just hate when E3 comes and goes, because when it starts, it's like, it's so much stuff going on in the gaming world, then when it ends, it's just like, what the freak can I talk about now? You know, but, so yeah, I was going to do my top 5 best moments at this year's E3 2016. Like I said, I thought from an overall standpoint, I still think that E3 2015 was, you know, a better E3 from everyone. Like, I thought more people came with it, excluding what's the name of this show? Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. Nintendo, are you kidding me? But so yeah, I'm gonna do my top 5 best moments at this year's E3. So let's get into it. So number five, I'm gonna go with the Spider-Man PS4 exclusive reveal. Now again, going into this year's E3, it was a rumor that an exclusive Spider-Man game was coming to PS4 from Sucker Punch. And you know, again, I am a huge Spider-Man fan. This man has been getting no respect put on his name for it seems like quite a while now. And he's my all-time favorite superhero, and I have been pleading. Like, at first I wanted it to be Rocksteady, because what they did with Batman, if they could do that, I don't think people realized how good a Spider-Man game can be if whoever was to make it was to put the same amount of effort that Rocksteady did with the Batman games. That junk could be so amazing. But again, going into this year's E3, the rumor was Spider-Man and Sucker Punch. So when it ended up being Insomniac, I was like, okay. It didn't really matter if it was Insomniac or Sucker Punch because they're both good devs, you know. So, but we got it. A Spider-Man PS4 exclusive coming to PS4. Again, we don't know. Now in development. My guess would be sometime in 2017. I don't think it'll take that long for a Spider-Man game to come out. So I'm guessing sometime in 2017. But it's coming from Insomniac. The little gameplay trailer that they showed, because it did have like some bits and pieces of gameplay in it. It looked great, man. And again, like, if you just don't understand. Only true Spider-Man fans can understand why I am so excited for this game. Let's make a quality Spider-Man game, bro. That is all anyone is asking for. And if we can get a Spider-Man game that is the same level of quality as the Batman Arkham series, watch how many people hop on the Spider-Man bandwagon. I guarantee you, bro. Watch what happens. Number four, I'm gonna go with Sony Ben Studios' new game. Now, again, prior to this E3, all I kept on hearing about is watch out for that game from Sony Ben. I'm like, the freak is it? Because I wasn't really like paying attention to it or nothing like that. I wasn't paying attention to, like, you know, what it could be. All I kept on hearing is watch out for this game, you know. So when it was finally shown at this year's E3, Days Gone, again, I have this infatuation, I guess, with like apocalyptic survival games. It don't even have to be just games, films too, books, whatever. Like, I just gravitate towards like apocalyptic scenarios. So like, this game really impressed me, you know, when they showed the trailer and then they showed some gameplay. I realized, and I think Sony's conference, I said it reminds me of a third-person Last of Us. And then I thought, like, after the vid was done, wait, The Last of Us is third person. So shut up, suckers. But it reminds me of like more of a open, you know, Last of Us. Like, it seems more open world like than the Last of Us. The idea of Days Gone is nothing new. Like, how many apocalyptic games with zombies in them have we played throughout the history, you know, of us playing games? So it's like when it comes to games like these now, it almost has to be like The Last of Us. Not in terms, like, it's hard to be The Last of Us because that game was almost damn near perfect. But what I mean when I say that is it has to have a good story behind it. Like, you gotta somehow make us, you know, care about the characters, have a compelling storyline. If it's just a game to where, hey, you're put into this world, kill zombies, like, it won't feel as special. So hopefully with a game like this, because the idea has been done so many different times, it has like a good story behind it, some good characters behind it, and that's really all I could hope for from this game. But definitely when I seen the gameplay, I was like so number 4, Days Gone. All right, number 3, I'm gonna go with Xbox Scorpio. The Xbox Scorpio, we all knew it was a thing. We all know that Sony is working on their stuff with the PS4 Neo, and Microsoft was working on their own thing. And I can't prove this. I don't know this to be factual confirmed, okay? This is just a hunch that a brother has, okay? We all thought that at this year's E3 that Sony was going to come clean about the PS4 Neo, like give us the full rundown what this console is going to be, because they were being so quiet about it. They ain't say jack since all the rumors started. And then before, like last minute before this E3 started, they said, okay, yes, the PS4 Neo is real, but we won't be talking about it. They pretty much did the same thing Nintendo did with the NX. we all know that it exists, but they ain't talking about that junk at all. They said, nah, your move, Microsoft. It's on you, son. And I think, again, I don't know this to be fact. This is just a hunch I have. I think they did that because they wanted to see what Microsoft was working with and how powerful their console was going to be. And again, a lot of people claim before this gen started, remember how Microsoft was the first one to show off the Xbox One and how it had all those restrictions and like things that we did not like about it? A lot of people claim that the PS4 was about to be exactly the same how the Xbox One was, but they seen the reaction that the public gave to the Xbox One, and Sony said, yo, they said, the hell with this. Take out everything. And that's why they freaking destroyed them at 2013's E3. That's a claim that a lot of people have that, you know. But so the Xbox Scorpio, and I don't want to spend too much time on this because I do plan on doing like a vid just about this thing. But yes, the Xbox Scorpio is going to be the most powerful console ever, and you know it's supposed to be for 4K gaming and entertainment. A lot of people just think it's entertainment. That's what most people are saying. Like, no, not playing games at 4K, but you'll be able to watch Netflix at 4K. The way that Microsoft is talking about this thing, you're gonna be able to play games at 4K, you know. But they're gonna have three different Xboxes on the market. They're going to have the original Xbox, the Xbox One S, which is the slimmer Xbox, and the Xbox Scorpio. It's supposed to come out in the holiday season of I completely just like lost all track of time, thought, everything in the holiday season of 2017. So that's when the Xbox Scorpio is supposed to come out. And yeah, I definitely think it's gonna change up, you know, console gaming, because this junk is gonna cost a lot of money. Like all the people that think this junk is going to be like $400 100 to like max 5. Nah, you got the game all the way twisted. This junk is gonna cost a pretty penny. Again, I don't want to spend too much time on it because I plan on doing a vid just talking about this thing. But definitely, I thought the Xbox Scorpio and them saying a few of the specs and what it's going to be like, I definitely think that that was a big moment at this year's E3. Numero dos. I'm gonna go with Crash. This was huge. this was huge because I remember people asking for a Crash HD collection remaster. What it seems like for years now. People have been wanting this thing for so long, and it seems like every time something would hint towards a Crash collection is coming, and these hardcore Crash fans that be sucking off the Bandicoot will be like, "Oh my God, Crash is coming!" And then the next E3 would come, and their hopes would be completely crushed, man. Freaking this man, Sean Layden, came on stage wearing a Crash shirt and said, "So about that VR." Every time people thought Crash was coming back, their hopes would be let down and they would just be left in tears, crying Jordan face on all of them suckers, But this was one of the biggest moments during E3. Crash Bandicoot is one of the most popular, loved franchises on PlayStation. And some people thought that it was never coming back. So the fact that it's coming back, and it's going to be Crash 1, Crash 2, and my favorite, Crash Warped. You can't debate with me right now. The fact that that's being all remade from the ground up and is coming to PlayStation, that is great, man. So hands down, that had to be like one of the... I was choosing between should I put that at the first one or second one, but I had to put that number 2 because I'm not a hardcore Crash fan. I love Crash, but I've always like I said, been more of a Spyro guy. I just thought Spyro was like the master race and Crash was like but definitely Crash coming back to PlayStation, fully remade from the ground up. This is huge, and I thought that the Crash fans deserved it. So that's my number 2. Boy! God of War is back. I'm hungry. God of War. This was hands down like, if there was one moment I can take from this year's E3 and how excited I was when the game was shown, I gotta take God of War. When they showed, now I just thought at the very least they was gonna reveal like a little trailer for the next God of War. The fact these suckers came with 10 minutes of gameplay and showed Kratos, who at first I wasn't even sure if that was Kratos, and I'm like, is that Kratos? Because he kind of looked, didn't really look at, it didn't look like Kratos at first glance. It didn't really sound like Kratos at first glance. I thought that the voice actor was the same. I think his name is T.C. Carson, who plays the voice of Kratos. I thought it was the same voice actor, so I'm like, why does he sound different? I thought it was like a completely different guy, but they got a new voice actor. But yes, it is Kratos. But the point is, when they showed that gameplay, bruh, I ain't never seen a game look that good. And again, I was thinking there's no way this junk is on the standard PS4. This junk looks too good. Shuhei Yoshida, he claims that every game we've seen at E3 was all running on the standard PS4. I'll take his word for it. But when they showed that God of War gameplay, and again, some people are starting to complain because it's like, this isn't God of War. What is this? Like, because it's not traditional God of War gameplay. Hey, the junk still looks amazing, I'll tell you that much. There is nothing about that gameplay that looked bad to me. Yeah, it might not have looked like traditional God of War gameplay, but that junk still looked really good. So, but man, when they showed that gameplay and Kratos did that, oh my God, I don't know how many times I roared with that man, bro. When that man said, and when at that big thing, oh man, that was hands down the most exciting moment at this year's E3, bar none. To me, that one moment captivated everything that E3 is supposed to be about. Pure excitement, pure joy, pure freaking your brain just being mind blown. God of War is what E3 is supposed to be. And the fact that that jump was hands down the best moment, at least for me, at this year's E3. So those are my top 5 moments at this year's E3. Spider-Man PS4 reveal, Days Gone, Xbox Scorpio, the Crash remaster, God of War. I thought those were the best moments at this year's E3. I thought those moments alone saved this year's E3 because before that, this jump was looking boring. E3 2016 was not looking that good this year until those moments, came. So those are my best moments of this year's E3. What are your best moments of E3 2016? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I greatly appreciate if you rate the video, my brothers and sisters. It doesn't have to be a thumbs up. It could be a thumbs down, but what I do ask every brother and every sister, wait! So wait, sisters. It's just rate the video, my brothers and sisters. God of War. Come to me, boy. Boy! Come to me. I'm hungry.